Manish Chadda, Commandant, Indian Naval Academy, Flag Officers, Commanding Officers, distinguished veterans, officers, members of staff and faculty of the Indian Naval Academy, midshipmen and cadets on parade, proud parents, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. It is both a singular honor and a profound privilege to be present at the Indian Naval Academy Azimala and review this passing out parade. The magnificent parade witnessed this morning stands as a testament to the discipline, resilience, efforts, and professional transformation that has shaped these passing out forces and prepared them to shoulder the responsibilities and honor of commissioned service in the Indian Navy, the Indian Coast Guard, and in their own navies abroad. At the outset, I extend my heartfelt congratulations to the passing out forces, all 311 cadets and midshipmen, including 6 trainees from friendly foreign nations. My compliments to each and every contingent on parade for their immaculate turnout, exemplary bearing, and fine standards of drill displayed today. The smartness and precision of this parade reflects the determination, perseverance, and spirit with which each of you has embraced this demanding journey from civilian life to commissioned service. To the passing out course, I say this: today marks a defining milestone in your lives. The Antim Pulp which you will take today does not signify the end of training. Rather, it is the beginning of a lifetime of service, leadership, and unwavering commitment to the Indian Navy, the Indian Coast Guard, and to India herself. The Indian Naval Academy occupies a place of profound importance in the maritime architecture of our great nation. It is here that the future leadership of the Navy is molded, not merely by professional competence, but in character, resilience, and integrity. The hardships endured by each of you and the lessons learned on these grounds will remain with you throughout your service life. Today, the Indian Navy stands as a multidimensional maritime force operating across the full spectrum of naval operations. We are the guardians of our national maritime interests, the first responders in humanitarian crisis, instruments of diplomacy, providers of regional stability, and when required, a force capable of credible combat operations across the maritime domain. At the same time, the character of warfare and maritime security is undergoing transformation at an unprecedented pace. Technology is changing not merely the nature of war, but its speed, reach, and its cognitive dimensions. Artificial intelligence, autonomous systems, cyber warfare, quantum technology, space-based capability, electronic warfare, unmanned platforms, and data-driven decision-making are reshaping the battle space before our very eyes. In such an environment, professional competence, intellectual agility, and technological adaptability will prove decisive. And it is precisely here that the Navy offers you, each of you, an extraordinary opportunity. You will be joining a Navy that is modern, operationally capable, technologically advanced, and increasingly self-reliant. You are entering a service that values initiative, innovation, intellectual curiosity, and operational excellence. You will serve on board some of the finest and most sophisticated platforms in the world. You will work alongside professionals of exceptional caliber, and you will operate cutting-edge technology in service to our nation. But let me also say this very clearly: technology, however advanced, can never substitute character. At the heart of each warship, each submarine, each aircraft, every mission remains a human being. Machines may enhance capability, yet it is leadership, courage, judgment, moral conviction that will ultimately determine victory. And therefore, as young officers, much shall be expected of you. You will be expected to lead in adversity, remain calm in moments of uncertainty, and inspire confidence in those entrusted in your command. Always remember that the men and women you lead are your greatest strength. Know them well, care for them sincerely, train them rigorously, and when the moment demands, lead from the front. I would urge each one of you to cultivate a habit of lifelong learning. Your passing out today is not the completion of your education, it is merely the foundation. The profession of arms demands continuous intellectual growth. Read widely, think critically, reflect, question assumptions, remain professionally curious throughout your careers. To the trainees from our friendly foreign nation, I extend my warm appreciation for your commitment and enthusiasm with which you have trained alongside your Indian counterparts. Your presence here at Saxena reflects the enduring bonds of friendship, trust and maritime cooperation that India shares with your nation. The friendships forged here shall, I hope, endure long after this parade and continue to strengthen our collective commitment to peace, security and prosperity in the Indian Ocean region and beyond. You should always remain valued members of the larger Indian naval fraternity. Today is also an occasion for immense pride for the parents and families gathered here. To the parents I say that your sons and daughters stand tall on this parade ground because of the values, sacrifice, encouragement and unwavering support that you have bestowed upon them through the years. Behind every successful officer stands a family whose faith never faltered, whose support remains steadfast, and whose strength sustained them through every challenge. The Indian Navy thanks you for your trust, your sacrifice, and your contribution to the service of our nation. I must also place on record my deep appreciation for the officers, instructors, faculty and staff at the Indian Naval Academy. To shape young cadets into competent, confident, courageous officers is amongst the noblest responsibilities in the profession of arms. The standard displayed today bear testament to your professionalism, dedication, and tireless commitment towards shaping the future leadership of the Indian Navy and the Indian Coast Guard. The passing out officers, as you prepare to leave the Academy and assume greater responsibilities, I leave you with 5 thoughts, which I hope you will carry throughout your careers. First, always place service before self. By your commissioning today, you inherit not a privilege, but a responsibility. Personal ambition must never outweigh duty, honor, and the larger interests of the nation. Secondly, pursue professional excellence relentlessly. Competence builds confidence inspires trust. Each one of you shall, in your own way, be the guardians of our great civilization. For all of us, for yourself, for your children, and for your grandchildren, you will be the guardians of our great civilization as India marches towards Amrit Kal. Third, remaining abreast of evolving technology and the changing character of warfare. The future will belong to those who can adapt faster than the challenges they encounter. Make technology an extension of your own nervous system. Yet, fourthly, I would say, never allow technology to eclipse character. Warfare may evolve, human values must not. Never be afraid to question complacency or challenge outdated assumptions with professional courage. Thoughtful dissent, exercise with integrity and wisdom have often been the voice of progress and innovation. And finally, while you remain intellectually agile and physically fit, you must always also remain morally and ethically anchored. Hold yourself to the highest standards of moral and ethical conduct. Lead your men and women with fairness, dignity, and empathy. For the opportunity to lead in the Indian Armed Forces remains one of life's greatest privileges. Believe in and practice the Navy's value system of duty, honor, and courage. Long after today's applause have faded, your courage, conduct, and commitment shall define you as officers of the Indian Navy and the Indian Coast Guard. The ocean upon which you will sail will test your competence, your endurance, and your character. May you always retain in your heart a sense of wonder and a romance for the sea. May you meet every challenge with honor, and I must add a sense of humor. Yes, a sense of humor, that too is very necessary. My congratulations once again to all midshipmen and cadets on parade, and particularly to the passing out courses. May God bless you all. Shana Varuna, Jai Hind.